Hi, Al Caudullo here. We're giving you a hands-on look today at Red Giant's Magic Bullet looks. This is part of the Red Giant color suite, and our review today is going to cover what Magic Bullet looks can do for you. Now, this is a scene that I shot with my GH4 in UHD 4K, 3840 by 2160. As you can see, it's a pretty torrential downpour, and we've got a very interesting looking building in the background here, lots of different colors, and it looks kind of cool. So I decided to use this clip to show you one thing that we can do with Magic Bullet looks. What we're going to do now is let's go ahead and open up and get to looks. And you notice it's right here in our color suite. Let's drag it over onto this first part of the clip, and very simply click on it. Now you're presented with your RGB parade, hue and saturation in a vector scope, and even hue and lightness here, so you can see what you've got. If we click over here on looks, we get this whole group that opens up for us. I'm going to open up custom because I really like this look for this. It's called Snake Look. And what it does is it applies a gradient exposure to either side, edge softness, and adjust the exposure. Now, the great thing about this is you can use it just the way that it is and just click Finished and go back into Premiere and keep editing, or you can tweak it a little bit. So I'm going to tweak it a little bit. Let's bring this over. I'm going to bring it up from this side. You notice if we bring it in, we're increasing the vignetting on the edge. We're going to keep it like that. We can expand the vignetting. So let's adjust the vignetting right now like this. The other side, I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to bring in it a little bit more. There, we've adjusted that. Now we've really created a custom. You can then go in and let's go ahead and adjust our focus. You can make that focus tighter so that we've just got the lion and the lamp. And as for the fuzziness, we can adjust that out or bring it in as much as we want to. And then for exposure, you notice we're only down here by a little bit of an f-stop. Let's bring it down. Let's just double click it here and let's bring it down one full f-stop. And there we have it. Now we've applied this whole look that we can use over and over again to do whatever we want to do. And there it is. If you want to go back in, you can tweak it a little bit. Maybe this is a little bit too dark in here. So let's go back to edit again. And there we are, back at it again. And we're going to need to adjust this one on this side. Let's bring it back out. But let's keep the vignetting coming in a little bit. There we go. We've tweaked it now. And we're ready to go. And there we go. Just click on it. And there's your effect, playing back in real time. And let's go in and let's take a look. Now we've got all these different looks, but really, they all play out from our tools. Now, if you pick the subject, you can go in and you can apply all different types of effects. Let's go ahead and put Arrange Saturation. And we can do exposure compensation, so we can take it down. We can change our color. Let's take it a little bit more over to the blue. Make it a little cooler. And then you can adjust how much you want to range that saturation. Notice it's up here. We can then go in and we can put a matte box over the... It's like having a virtual matte box over the front of our camera, only getting to do it afterwards. So here, let's put a full blue filter on it to really give it a good blue coloring. You can also go in with your lens tools and let's create a little flare. So now we've got a little flare going off to the side there. It's a reflection. You notice these are already set up, but you can adjust these however you want. Again, if you want to keep the flare towards the blue, you can, but we're getting a little muddy there. Maybe it's better this way. Okay. Then we can go to the camera, and inside the camera, you notice we've got that range saturation, but what we can also do is we can go ahead and change the shoulder setting and figure out where we want it to start rolling off from. And finally, in our post section, we get another whole group of filters to play with. So we can automatically make curves or adjust them ourselves. You can use LUTs, which we'll get into a little bit later. So you can use Cosmo here, which we'll get into a little bit later. Let's go ahead and crush everything down. And let's see how we like that. Now that's changing our gamma, which we can adjust however we'd like. So you can put numerous tools. So for instance, in here, we can also put another filter in. And we're going to take it down one more stop. So let's put that in here. And depending upon how you arrange your filters, it can also change how they look. So there, what we've done is we've created our own precise look. And we can click Finish, or if you don't like it, we can click Clean Start and start all over again. And right now, this is an untitled look. We can use our external video. No, we're going to cut that out. You want to compare what it looks like before and after. Turn off your tool chain, turn it back on again, see if it's the look that you're looking for. And if you're done, click Finish. And there we go. We've got it adjusted already. And there's our original. So it all depends on what kind of look that you want to give it. And there it is. Magic Giant, Red Giant, Magic Bullet looks. Okay, I'm going to show you an application for Magic Bullet looks for 3D stereo. Now we've got it inside Edius. We've got our area that we have a slight problem with. In our haste in doing this shot, we wanted to make sure this popped off, but we didn't make sure that the two channels were separated enough, the interaxial separation. And also it's a little bit wide here on the painting. So let's see what we can do by applying Magic Bullet looks. I'm going to click what we've already done for this one, turn it on, and then take a look at it. Move forward a little bit. Now let's see how we did that. So we've opened up Magic Bullet looks, and what we did was we took our snake look and we applied it, but then we made some changes to it. We added another gradient exposure, so we covered up the area by the window. We dropped down around the area by the painting in two different ways, and we gave a little bit of edge softness and tweaked down the exposure just slightly. Click Finish, click OK, and there we have our finished product. And we've saved what could be an expensive reshoot to bring the model back in again, trying to get everything set up exactly the same way. And we've saved that by using Magic Bullet looks to fix the problem. And there you go.